Thanks for joining us in this information session of our upcoming course on using learning assessment data to monitor SDG 4 progress. My name is Laura Paviot, and I am coordinator of the core training courses offered by the IIP Paris office. Throughout this session, we will provide you with an overview of this online course, including practical information regarding the aim, the structure, the workload, registration deadlines, and so on. Also, if you have any questions or comments, please do not hesitate to post them in the chat. I now hand over to Stephanie Late, who is the course coordinator. Stephanie, over to you. Thank you.
Merci, Laura.
Thank you, Laura. Hello, everybody. I'm going to speak in French. So please use the interpretation button to listen to the interpretation in English. First of all, I'd really like to thank you for this, for coming for this information session on using learning assessment data to monitor SDG 4 progress. I'm Stephanie Lett. I'm the coordinator of this course. When I joined in 1989 IIP, I was working on the quality of education, and I am really glad. I'm sorry, I'm just managing several things at the same time. So I'm coordinating this course with Laura Pavieux, who's here with me, and who is also present in this information session. I'm going to now share a PowerPoint presentation just to give you an overview of this course. So if there are any problems, please do not hesitate to interrupt and ask questions. As I said, I'm the coordinator of this course on using learning assessment data to monitor SDG 4 progress. It will start end of March. It's offered every year, and this time it's actually offered online. Previously, people were actually doing this course face to face. Now, something on UNESCO, if you do not know IIEP, and it's the only UN organization that has the objective of supporting countries in planning and education management. So we've been there for 60 years. There was a symposium organized last year to commemorate our 60th anniversary. And it was an opportunity to take stock of our achievements and our future objectives. We work with countries. Most of you know us already, so we work with countries together, hand in hand, in order to have a solid planning and efficient management. So this is our vision, so to speak. So as I said, IEP has been around for more than 60 years. We commemorated our 60th anniversary last year. We had a symposium, and we basically took stock of our achievements, and also we looked at our raison d'etre, what we've been doing for 60 years, and we were also reflecting on our future objectives. What's really important is that the focus of our activity is all about capacity and building. Now, these are a few statistics. We've been trained, or we have trained over 30,000 participants in more than 1,000 courses. We have different training modules and also traditional training courses like technical cooperation. We also have knowledge production, and I really would like you to look at our website to have detailed information. Some statistics on our courses that we held last year, 96% of the participants rated the course to be very good or good. A bit challenging, yes, which is absolutely normal. But all participants said that they actually use what they learned in the course and they intend to apply. So the objective, the main objective of the course is to basically impart to you with the fundamental skills and knowledge and competencies and monitoring and evaluating the progress on SDG 4. And the first objective of SDG 4 is on learning. So the objective of this course is to look at learning assessment data. This is rather unique. It actually comes from surveys and not MS. And how do you take this data and use it in the education planning cycle? So the objective basically is to guide the education policy ultimately. So you've got so many testimonies from our participants. So please do look at these online testimonies that they're on YouTube. Perhaps we're going to give you the links in the chat. So who are our participants? In general, we do not accept more than 50 participants in our specialized courses. Our primary audience are planners who are in charge of planning activity in the ministry. That's our core target public, but we also work with people. We also accept people who are charged, who are in charge of evaluation, with who work for NGOs, who are also regional and local officials working in the field of education planning. Now, some practical information on this course. Now, when I said that we're starting end of March, there are 2 weeks of orientation. So this is actually a course that will last 9 weeks and it's online. So we'll give you an overview of the platform. We have 4 modules in this course. The first module involves looking at what are the steps in education planning cycle and how to use the data. So we're also going to talk about the notion of quality of education. What does quality mean? How do you measure quality? What are the quality indicators? Of course, you will say that the major star indicator is the indicator on the learning level, but my country has this level. Is that really relevant? So we're also going to look at equity, equality, learning conditions, and we have a health crisis. We also had certain problems in terms of dropout everywhere in the world, rather. And this is where the question of equity comes to the fore. So it's all about explaining what's happening in other countries. There's so many stakes that are different from one country to the other, but we also have the uniqueness of having a common challenge, which is education quality. The second module will focus mainly on the parameters linked to the various surveys on the level of learning. So the idea basically is to look at comparable data in terms of school performance. We are going to focus on the various types of assessments. What is the difference, for instance, between a program like PASEC and an international assessment program like PISA? Why are there so many different assessments and what are the parameters? It's really important to understand all these parameters in order to better use them, better use the learning assessment data. In the next module, which is extremely important and will last 4 weeks, it's rather long. We're going to see how to analyze the learning assessment data, how to analyze them, how to present them, and it it's useful actually in the planning cycle to guide the education policy. So how to use this, not for research, but for influencing education policy. Now, it's good to present data, but it's also very important to use them properly. So how to better use, what are the impediments to the use of this data, and how can this data be properly used to guide education policy? Lastly, in module 4, we are going to look at a rather special, very important field, how to follow up and how to report on the indicator SDG 4.1.1. So this is the education proficiency levels. So it's about coming back to the approach that was developed by the UNESCO Statistical Institute to have comparable data for the 2030 agenda. So we're going to look at all this. We're going to look at the methodological approach. Please do not worry. We really are going to come back to all this. And we're also going to listen from countries who have participated in various initiatives. And this is going to be planned for the last module. Now, I wanted this course to be very practical. Obviously, you have individual activities to test your skills and competencies, but what's very important is to uh, have group work. We have to work as a team. We have to share experiences, irrespective of the level of experience. It's about actually pooling your collective experience, work together, and it's also going to be an opportunity where we will have online seminars, one per week. And there's going to be a seminar that's going to be open to everybody. I did this last year as well. Now, this is just to show you what we actually do at IIEP. So you see, it's an extremely rich course, and you have to put in 8 to 10 hours of work. Now, this is a course that is conducted in English and French. The workload, as I said, is 8 to 10 hours a week. That includes individual reading seminars, group work, reading. So you have, this is only available online. Now, the registration fee is 1,600 US dollars. If you have a country group of 4, the price is $1,400. I encourage teams to sign up for this course because we're actually working on long term. Our vision is to basically have a long term vision, which is more practical. Now, there are some scholarships that are available, but I really don't want to focus on that. It's on the fact that you really need to find funding to participate in this course. There are certain admission procedures, a selection process, and you will find all this information in the information note, the memo. Now, I'm not the only person at IIEP to organize this course. You have the group photo of our entire team here. Now, this was actually taken during the 60th anniversary of IIEP. This is Yeonju who's missing, but for me, it's really important to show you all the people who are participating, who are behind this course. So I think I have basically finished from my side. As I said, in terms of prep, it's starting end March. And the registration deadline is 29th of February. Just a small point, if you cannot participate this year, please be aware that this will be organized in 2025 and others as well. So there's no problem. If it's not for this year, it could be for something in the future. Laura, would you like to add something, please?
Thank you, Stephanie. I think it was very clear from my end. I wonder if Amaranta or Melina may have a question or comment that needs to be addressed.
Thank you, Laura. No questions on the chat. We've been saying all the information about the deadline, the links for applying for this course. So all the information is in the chat, but no question to raise for the moment. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Amaranta. So I think that we are reaching the end of this session. Just as a final announcement, I would like to add that there is a leadership seminar, a new education leadership seminar that is for high-level policymakers. So if you are interested, you can apply. The deadline is, the application deadline is tomorrow. And if any is, as I said, is interested, if you are a policymaker working in a Ministry of Education with 5 years of experience, you are very welcome to apply. The link of the application can be found in the chat. So I take the opportunity to thank you again, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, Stephanie. And if you have any further word to say goodbye to our participants, please go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. Peut-être un dernier mot final. J'étais en train de regarder un peu dans le chat.
Maybe just a final word. I was just looking at the chat. As I said earlier on, the IAP is a management institute, and we're dealing with the planning of education. And our aim is to improve capacities, to build capacities, and we propose different courses, distance courses, and we also work in the field of technical cooperation. We support countries for several months, up to several years, so don't hesitate and just have a look at our website to get information. And with our vision for the next few years, it is true that one of the topics or one of our priority topic is learning. We just wanted to make sure that children learn at school, and we want to make sure that the learning data are used in the planning cycle to really guide our education policies, because education being the art of repeating things. So I repeat what I've already said, and I just wanted to highlight that. So don't hesitate, have a look at our website, have a look at all the information concerning this course, as well as all the other courses we propose. You also have other courses on inclusive education, countries in a situation of crisis, as well as the course on leadership, the seminar, which will be held in March or April, Laura. So please just look at our website and at the information note and contact us if you have questions. Thank you very much. I don't know whether we have other questions. We have a lot of people. There are 187 participants, and people are starting to write things in the chat box. I don't know whether there is a question in the chat box or whether anyone wants to ask a question. No?
Thank you, Stephanie. The questions have been replied all in the chat about the link to apply and the deadline, but no special or any other question to be raised for the moment. All questions have been replied, and you have all the information in the chat, so don't hesitate to look at it. Thank you, Stephanie.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone. We look forward to seeing you very soon. If you have any comment, you can still contact us via the email. And we thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup. Vous allez avoir un petit questionnaire.
Thank you very much. You will have a short assessment questionnaire for this short session of information session. Looking forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for attending this morning session. Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Merci beaucoup. À très bientôt en ligne.
Thank you very much. Hope to see you soon online or in person.
Merci, au revoir.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Je vois qu'il y a beaucoup de réactions sur le chat. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.
We have a lot of reactions in the chat box. Thank you very much.
Mm.
Goodbye.
Thank you.